The Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department, a combination department made up of more than 1,200 career firefighters and 250 active volunteers. This video will give you insight into the training required to become an operational member of a volunteer fire department. Most of this training will take place at the Fire and Rescue Academy in Fairfax. Although it is possible to achieve minimum staffing status within 12 months beginning your training, it normally takes about 18 months. This is because most volunteer certification training is done on weeknights between the hours of 7 to 11 p.m. and from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on weekends. Minimum staffing requires the following certifications: Emergency Medical Technician Basic, Firefighter 2, Hazardous Materials First Responder Operations, and the Emergency Vehicle Operations course. The Fire and Rescue Academy is located at 4600 West Ox Road in Fairfax. It has 2 amphitheater-style classrooms and 1 large quad that can be divided into as many as 4 classrooms. The Academy also has an apparatus bay housing vehicles used during training, an interior garden apartment or commercial building tower, and a burn building. There are also numerous specialty areas that are frequently used from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. nearly 340 days out of the year. These facilities support training for volunteer and career recruits, specialized technical training such as hazardous materials or technical rescue, continuous operational in-service training, and promotional exams. During your tenure as a volunteer firefighter in Fairfax County, you'll become very familiar with this facility. Having taken your full physical at the county's Occupational Health Center, you should complete both the in-station training, visit program, and Level 1, Volunteer Initial Emergency Response course held at the Fire and Rescue Academy. These 2 courses are designed to keep you safe and are prerequisites for riding safely as a Red Hat. Your next training experience will be the Commonwealth of Virginia Emergency Medical Technician Basic course. This 140-hour program takes about 3.5 months to complete. The class is held on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday mornings with an occasional all-day session. This course requires commitment with respect to homework assignments and reading materials. In addition, you'll be required to complete a ride-along with an EMS unit. During this ride-along, you must have at least 1 response in which patient care is administered. Before being able to sit for the state EMT test, students must demonstrate competency in utilizing basic life support equipment and skills in accordance with the course objectives. EMT students must maintain a course grade point average of 70% or higher and pass the final written and practical examination. The Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department will honor Virginia EMT certifications obtained outside of the county, although students will be required to learn Fairfax County protocols. Once a student has successfully completed the EMT course, their next level of training is the Firefighter.mp4 program. EMS-only volunteers are not required to take this course. Firefighter.mp4 covers the objectives in NFPA 1001, Standard for Firefighter Professional Qualifications. There are additional requirements in the firefighter course required by the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department. This class is well over 300 hours and spans a 5-month period. Classes are held on most, but not all, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and weekends. This course is very physically demanding and requires a great deal of upper body strength and stamina. Students are required to attend all course modules and pass all quizzes prior to being able to take the final examination. Skills covered in this course include self-contained breathing apparatus, or SCBA, search and rescue, ropes and knots, ladders, hose deployment, and ventilation and forcible entry. Students will be evaluated in their proficiency of these skills midway through the course. Those individuals who show weaknesses in these skills may be removed from the current program and asked to join the next class. This will give them an opportunity to ride apparatus, train, and master these skills. All students must successfully complete each Firefighter 1 skills requirement prior to participating in any live fire training activities. Individuals with current NFPA Firefighter 1-2 certification issued within the last 5 years may seek reciprocity with Fairfax County. Full details regarding this can be found in the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department Training Manual. The final phase of basic training is the successful completion of the Emergency Vehicle Operations course. This class is designed to enhance safe vehicle operations by defensive driving in both emergency and non-emergency situations. This course applies to both Class 2 vehicles, which are ambulances, and Class 3 vehicles, which are fire apparatus. EVOC can be taken upon completion of the firefighter course, or if you're an EMS-only member, the EMT course. Providing emergency services to the community is one of our most dangerous, physically challenging, and mentally demanding of all professions. Emergency providers must be in good physical condition to handle these extreme demands. Strength is needed to perform such tasks as rescues, placing ladders, and handling hose lines. Endurance is required to perform quick and effective searches, climb ladders, or fight fires. Flexibility is needed to reach for equipment, position a ladder, or victim removal. Firefighters must be able to perform these tasks at a moment's notice. All of this while wearing nearly 40 pounds of protective clothing. Remember, they must be able to perform in any type of weather under any conditions. This has been an insight into the training requirements needed to achieve full active operational participation as a volunteer firefighter within Fairfax County. Not only is there a huge time commitment associated with your class participation, but there will be homework and reading requirements outside of class. Members are also required to complete their individual volunteer fire department responsibilities during academy training. EMS-only members aren't exempt from performing many of these duties. While EMS-only volunteers may not be required to wear the full protective clothing, they will be doing many similar activities that need strength, endurance, and flexibility. Are you physically and mentally prepared for the training that lies ahead and the responsibilities of being an emergency services provider when qualified? Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes?